one word that has more impact on your nervous system and your mental health and your state of being and how much you enjoy life than any other word, in my opinion. The word is should. Okay? Count the number of times in a day that you say the word should. And I think it's going to shock you, okay? My DBT teacher used to always say, don't should all over everything. And it was a really powerful, we actually like counted out one day how many times we said should. And it was wild. It was like in the thousands for me, okay? Anytime we're saying should, we're in judgment because we're saying that something is not as it should be, right? So if it's wrong, or if it should be different, or if it shouldn't be happening, or it should be happening and it's not happening, then we're judging it. If we're judging it, then we're in a defense state in that hindbrain, right? If we're in that hindbrain, we don't have access to our executive functioning. So even if just for increased access to your executive functioning, you want to take a look at the word should, it's worth, right? Um, think in just this moment, like, okay, my dog just jumped up on the bed and we were just working on um, off, like getting off the furniture, okay? So in this context, my dog shouldn't be on the couch, right? But he just jumped up, so obviously we haven't quite mastered that yet. Say hello, Ace. Hello. I'm gonna throw up because I just jumped so hard. He just ate. Oh Lord. Um, don't throw up, please, okay? Just take a moment. Okay, just jumped off of the couch. Dog throw up is something I'm not here for, although I'm sure it will happen at some point. Okay, so there was a should. The dog should not be on the couch. There's another should. The dog should not throw up. Causing stress, right? In that moment, the dog was not throwing up, but my stomach clenched up and I got like tight in my head and I could feel my eyes get a little bit tight because I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to deal with the dog's throw up at some point in my life. That's fantasy right now. That dog could run away tomorrow. I could die tomorrow, right? I have no idea. That dog could just like live its whole life without throwing up. But I created stress in my body just by the like, oh, he shouldn't throw up because he looked a little gaggy, right? I should eat the dinner that I have been microwaving repeatedly for the past hour. I should drink more water, but without lemonade in it. I just got this book out that's like a budgeting book. I should pay off my car sooner than expected. I shouldn't, and really where this came up today was I shouldn't lay on the couch. I should paint the walls because they're half painted. And I have a strong idea that I should paint the walls. Like there's no safety issue. There's no issue with whether the walls are painted or not. I bought the paint, but that doesn't mean I have to paint them. I would like them to be painted. I would like them to be colorful, but I would not like to paint them. And I keep coming back and back to it, and I keep leaving the stuff out, like as if to like, cause seeing the stuff bothers me. So if I leave the stuff out, maybe I'll do it. And today is like my one free day. And I have a little like tickle in my throat, a little post nasal drip, if you will. And I feel loungy. And we did our puppy class today, and we did whatever. I just feel like being on the couch, but then I'm having a lot of should about being on the couch. And I was at my kid's soccer game and I was sort of like zoning out and I was like, I should pay attention to the game and care about and cheer. And it's like all these shoulds create so much stress. And I bet you can find like 7 shoulds in this 1 second. Like maybe you shouldn't be watching this video, or maybe I should be talking about something else, or I should have done my sound differently so that you couldn't hear my dog playing with his toy. Like there's shoulds in every single second of every single day, and we're not going to be able to make the shoulds go away, okay? But what we can do is we can notice them, and bring our awareness to stuff is like the superpower of the universe. I don't know why exactly, except that I do know that like bringing us into the observation mode actually shifts us. Okay, The dog gets very hyper at this time of night, like 7 o'clock at night. Does anyone know what that's about? It's wild. It's like hyperer than any other time of day. This is a remote, so let's not chew that, okay? Um, See, should not be hyper. Should not get the remote. um, so, what am I talking about? I was at the soccer game and I was having the thought, okay, what if I was at the beach and I was by myself and it was like a vacation that I had won in a, I don't know, that I had like earned from work or something. Sorry, chewing on the pillow. Friend, seems like you might need a little wind down time in your something. So, I was sitting there and I was thinking, what if I was on the beach? What if I had like won a trip to the beach in a some sort of something, and there was all the reasons why I should relax and enjoy the time of the beach. Okay, there was like no reason why I shouldn't be relaxing at the beach. What would I be doing? If I should be relaxing, then would I be able to relax, and would that be okay? And what are you playing with? Let's see. Your own leash. Okay. So I was like, okay, if I should be relaxing right now, okay, should you be chewing on my coat? That doesn't feel right. See? A lot of judgment here. A lot of judgment. So it's like that judgment's not going to go away. Okay, it's been wired into me. And it's been wired into me through evolution, because a lot of it's about staying alive, right? I don't want the dog to bite me because I don't want to get bitten, because that's dangerous for staying alive, right? So just noticing it brings your system. The observation mode is something that's different from the defense mode, right? The observation is executive functioning. Connecting in with your senses helps you to shift out of that defense state. And so noticing like, oh wow, I had a should about what he was playing with, his natural reaction to fast movement after eating, his level of energy. As I was sitting in the soccer game, I had all sorts of judgments around. Can you go off? Can you go off? You'll lay down. That's something. We're learning. Once I was able to notice that I was shoulding about what level of involvement or participation I should have in the soccer game, I was able to be like, what if I said I should just relax and notice nothing and just sit here? My whole body relaxed, and I was able to just sit there during the soccer game. And really, ultimately, like, even if I was trying to pay attention, I don't know enough about soccer to really be able to, like, recount certain plays or who did what. And my kid will do that for me, because he understands it and he'll pay attention. So I could really just be there, and being there what was actually, like, valuable for him. So that was a perfect place for me to try that. I know, you want more treats. I know. You say, you should give me more treats. You should. Look how cute that dog is, looking for the treats. So I was able to relax because I was able to notice how I was judging it, right? And that helped me to shift into, like, a less of a judgment of it. Sorry, dog. Doggy. Hello. So just, consider it checking in with the shoulds. And then once you get to the point of checking in with the shoulds, it's interesting to then question them. Like, okay, should the dog not sit on the couch? Like, I'm sitting on the couch. Is there a great reason why the dog should not sit on the couch or jump up onto the couch? It's soft up here. It's comfy up here. Like, is that so bad of a thing? And, oh, now the dog must have stepped on the remote. Sorry. And should I have eaten? Oof, it does startle me. I will tell. Oh. Okay. I think we're going to go and take a little end of this video because this is a little wild. But, point is, then you can start to be like, okay, is there any real should, right? Like, is there any real, like, I know what's better or worse in any given moment? Because what I was thinking about is that ultimately, most of the time, the shoulds, if you go like, why? Like, why shouldn't the dog bite me? Like, because then the dog might hurt somebody. And why shouldn't the dog hurt somebody? Because then somebody might get, like, so injured that they die, right? Like, I think, like, experiment with it, but everyone I've done so far, it comes back to somebody's gonna die. So what I came back to this earlier today was like, okay, should we stay alive? That is a question that we don't actually have an answer to. Like, we have the shared assumption that we should stay alive, but we don't know what happens after we die. And we don't know that, like, living is the important thing. Like, maybe dying is the reason why we come here, to experience death. Or, like, maybe death is just, like, the best thing that could ever happen, and we don't know it. Like, how can you prove that? So it kind of makes every should like a made-up fantasy. Are you going to be able to hear this with this dog being so crazy? This is quite a moment. I hope you could hear some of that. Should I not post this because the dog was being so wild? Maybe not, but how are you going to prove it? Okay, love you, bye.